Hey guys, this is Eric. Today, well actually it's very early today. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning right now. I guess I should shoot this video now. But I'm here talking about my out-of-print DVDs, my out-of-print movies that I own. And I own quite a few actually, so I'm just going to dive in right now, just talk about them a little bit. First one on the pile is Maximum Overdrive. This is the Anchor Bay release from 2001. Yes, this DVD is 11 years old. So yeah, it's pretty old for a DVD. And Maximum Overdrive, the most popular release, went out of print last year. Like at the beginning of this year and the end of last year, it went out of print. So Maximum Overdrive is ridiculously expensive now. So I got my copy as cheap as I could. This was $22, by the way. Last year I could have gotten a copy for like $5. So if you've been thinking about getting Maximum Overdrive, get it now because it's not going to get any cheaper anytime soon. These two movies have been out of print for a while. At Midnight I'll Take Your Soul, and This Night I Will Possess Your Corpse. These are the Coffin Joe two of the Coffin Joe movies, and they've been out of print for a while. The third one, which is called Awakening of the Beast, that one's still in print, surprisingly. Even though they're all released by the same company and everything, the third one's still in print, but the other two aren't, which is kind of surprising. So yeah, that's an interesting little fact, which is completely useless, by the way. This next one I got is Tron. Well, it's the original Tron, but this is the 20th anniversary collector's edition, which came out in 2000 and... it doesn't say. Yeah, this DVD came out a while ago. When I got it, it was $62. So this particular version of Tron is still out of print. But the Tron, the original classic, the re-release of the original Tron, is in print. And it's brought down the value of this considerably. So I kind of screwed myself getting this a bit early. Should have waited. So I actually have 2 copies of Tron, by the way, and 1 copy of Tron Legacy, because I got Tron the original classic and Tron Legacy packaged together. So yeah, this movie right here, this copy that I have is easy to get, but the movie in general is not easy to get. It's called Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS, and it's about this commandant who is basically a whore that has sexual satisfaction problems. Yeah, there you go. This is a Korean import that I got, and the United States release is out of print, but the Korean imports are pretty cheap in comparison. Terrortoons 2. This movie is available for streaming, like on Amazon, but the DVD of it is incredibly rare. They're going for pretty cheap, cheaper than what I got this for when I first got it. Some moron is selling his copy for $400 used. So yeah, this movie's terrible. If you've seen my review of it, you know what I mean. If you haven't seen my review of it, links in the description below. But yeah, only for the hardcore horror nuts, I'll do anything to get the most obscure things. Speaking of obscure, this is Evil Ed. This movie's about a film editor who gets promoted to the slasher movie department. And he basically goes insane from editing all this vile horror crap. And he goes crazy, and it caters to the whole horror movies make people psychopaths thing, when that's not true, by the way. If you watch Scream, you know what I mean. This is an interesting one. It's not the best horror movie I've ever seen. Definitely, and it's not one of the worst either. But it came out in 1996, out of Sweden, and it's unrated. So yeah, if you're interested, pick it up because it's not getting any more cheap. And it's probably not going to go back into print, knowing how obscure and odd this is. This movie here, Seven Faces of Dr. Lowe. This is a George Powell film starring Tony Randall. This came out in 1964, I believe. No, 63. But basically, Tony Randall plays Dr. Lowe, and Dr. Lowe has a traveling circus. It's not like elephants and clowns and stuff. It's like all these mystical characters. The most odd circus I've ever seen. Yeah, he plays all these characters. He plays Medusa, the Abominable Snowman, Merlin the Magician, the Serpent Pan, and a few others. Yeah, this is definitely the most diverse collection of characters I've ever seen on a movie, so pick it up before it becomes outrageously expensive, because I paid like $30 for this thing, but it was worth it though. It's a really good movie. This is not a really good movie though. August Underground, again, only for the hardcore horror nuts. This has been called the sickest film ever made, and it possibly might be that. But yeah, it's basically like one of those handheld camera kind of movies that are supposed to be real but actually aren't. But yeah, this guy at the people, Fred Vogel, or Vogel, I think is how you say his name, but he was crossing the Canadian border on a tour bus, or on an RV, and the Canadian Border Patrol found the tape of August Underground. They watched it, and they got arrested for making a snuff film. And they were released on the fact that it was not a snuff film, it was just a regular movie. But yeah, all three August Undergrounds are out of print and rare. This is a bootleg, by the way. This is a bootleg of the first one. That's how I got it so cheap. And actually, the rest of the movies in this pile here are bootlegs. Fright Night Part 2. And during James Rolfe's review of it, or James Rolfe's review of Fright Night Part 2, he mentioned that it's out of print, it's very pricey, so he has a VHS tape of it. So I set out on a quest to find the DVD of it, and lo and behold, I got one. But yeah, this is a really good looking bootleg. You can see the cover of it is like, it's very good, you know? And the DVD just looks even better. Look at that, man. Seriously? How can that not be a bootleg? And it's not like paper. It's like infused with a disc, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, it's a really good looking bootleg, but the text on the back is kind of blurry. Yeah, that's what gives it away that it's probably a bootleg. I have not watched it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's a really good bootleg. This one is another good bootleg, The Brain. This movie never came out on DVD. It is never, well, it is out of print now because they don't make VHS tapes anymore. But it's about a brain that goes around killing people, which is funny. But the brain in the movie actually looks pretty friggin' terrifying, actually, and the effects are terrific for the time. And let's see, David Gale, he plays the professor in Reanimator, the one that gets his head cut off, and he's in this. He's like the host of this television show, and they're using this brain to brainwash the viewers of the show. So yeah, it's not a bad movie, to be perfectly honest. I've reviewed it before, link in the description again. Yeah, I got sick and tired of having only a VHS copy of it, so I got a DVD of it instead. And I do have a VHS copy of it though. Here is the VHS copy of it. See there, the Brain, and this is the poor condition VHS of it that I bought on Amazon for like $10, which is expensive for a VHS tape of a obscure movie. But yeah, here are the movies in comparison, DVD and VHS. Yeah, what I'm pretty sure they did is this: they used a VHS to DVD or digital program, took this and put it on a DVD. You know, not very special, but the quality on the DVD is actually pretty good. It's just about as good as a VHS tape, which was released by International Video Entertainment, IVE, or IVE, I don't know what that means, but whatever. I'm pretty sure they're not in business anymore. But yeah, that's all my out-of-print movies. All the movies that I own that are out of print as far as of January 10th, 2013. I'm sure I'll have more out-of-print movies as the time goes on, but yeah, those are all the out-of-print movies I own. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.